So, welcome to Seeking Focus. What's going on?
You want a pint?
Yeah, let's have a pint.
Welcome to Seeking Focus, a podcast that provides photographers and videographers with a place to critically compare technology, share ideas, and enhance their skills.
Welcome, everyone. So today we are going to do something interesting. So we're at the Melbourne Video Freelancers meetup at local tap. Local tap? What is it called? Hello, Evan.
I got no idea. Hey, how's it going, Marty?
All right. There's about 20 of us here today, and we're going to have a local tap house. Thank you, sir. It's all good, man. It's Yeah, I am. I am wearing a wire. Can you tell? It's flashing. Yeah. So at the moment we're gonna hang around with a few guys, and we're gonna get bit of an input from you guys. So what's your name?
My name is Ali.
Ali. What do you normally like? You're part of the Melbourne Video Freelancers Group.
Yep.
So what's your company and what do you do? What do you enjoy?
Great productions. I do corporate videos and I enjoy the sun if there is any in Melbourne. You know.
No, we don't get much sun in Melbourne at the moment. But spring is coming, so therefore it should be better, man.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
So,
hopefully this is going to go around because it is quite loud here.
Yep,
but
yep.
Hey, hopefully it's the 32-bit video. We'll see how it goes. Ali, what do you shoot with, man?
Sony is mostly.
Haha, Sony. Did you hear that, Evan? Evan,
Sony.
another Sony user, man.
To be honest, all cameras are good.
Yeah, that's right, man.
The only people who care about the brand is videographers and stuff. Like no one else cares.
Oh, we're gonna look cool, man. That's the thing.
Yeah, but just put a matte box on it. That's what makes you look cool.
Very true. Matte box is the way to go.
Doesn't matter what camera you're shooting on, just put a matte box.
with.
I do a S7 S3 and FX3. I have a S7 C2, which I love. It's awesome, yeah.
And what lenses do you have?
I have the GM2 Trinity, and I have a very cheap Sony 50mm.
Oh yeah.
I got it for 200, brand new. It was awesome. I got a deal on it, yeah.
Mate, can't go wrong. So you got a drone as well, but you got an older drone.
Yep, Air2S. That was kind of my dream
Air2S.
entry. When I bought it, it was like top of the line when I bought it, and I crashed it a few times. I hit it to a mountain. Like it was in sports mode and it was windy, and I was trying to get it back because it was over a valley. If it crashed there, no way I would have gotten it back. So I was trying to push it back, and it went to a
You
mountain.
know what? I think it happens to most of us because I've crashed a few drones, but I also fly FPV, yeah?
Yep.
So FPV, you crash all the time, man.
Yep.
FPV drones are made for crashing, literally. So, mate, that's great. Is there anything else you want to add, man?
No, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
What kind of work do you actually enjoy doing, though? Like, I'm assuming you don't really enjoy the corporate or all the office shit, but do you do any creative work? That's the question.
Corporates are fun. I enjoy, like, the information I get are priceless.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy cars and stuff, so I do some car videos.
So cars is your niche.
Yep.
What kind of like a sports club, car clubs, or?
No, I just whatever I can get my hands on, you know. I love old cars mostly, like old cars.
Yeah, right.
Not too old, bro.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mate, whatever makes you happy, man. That's the main thing, right?
Yeah, I love cars. The noise they make is priceless. So,
That is true.
yeah.
Like nice V8.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
mate. I think you can't go wrong with nice V8.
Yep.
That's great.
Yeah. Awesome.
Pause it.
Podcast.
So we're podcasting, man. So the podcast that we've got. So Evan and I run a podcast. It's called Seeking Focus.
Okay.
If you search it up on Apple or whatever else, you'll see us, both of our faces, you know. So I guess today it was just basically be more about having a chat with everyone and just say, hey, what do you do? What's your name? What's the company that you're working for? And so what's your name, man?
I'm Lucas Rowe. I'm on staff with Snowy River Caravans day to day and do a bit of freelance work. But I've been basically agency side almost just over a decade. Mostly with fewer different agencies, Hot Glue, Publicist Group, things like that, working in Adland, sort of TVC, content, branded, everything. Before that, I spent probably almost 10 years as a sports editorial photographer. Newspapers, magazines, things you see on the back page of the paper, that kind of stuff.
So at the moment, most of the work, is it more like freelance work that you do, or are you still working for the company?
So I have a full-time job, basically as a shooter, editor, colorist, everything, full end-to-end production.
Yeah.
And then I do a little bit of freelance work on the side for different producers I still know. They'll call up and say, hey, can you help me out on this? Or
So I guess you kind of specialize in different fields in that case then.
yeah, so at the moment, I think I work on staff for Snowy River Caravans and do the automotive side of that and product side, do all their KV, brochure level, TVC, cinema ads, that kind of thing. Previously, I was on staff for Publicist Group a couple of years, and I was in-house there as a shooter editor, colorist as well. So I'd often be on shoot on a bigger Lexus or a Toyota TVC. I'd be a photographer or DIT, assistant producer, something like that, with a name brand director DOP.
Yeah, right.
And then I'd be usually editor post supervisor on that same job. And then on slightly lower than sort of top level TVCs, I'd usually be the shooter editor on that sort of level. So anything that's online content, at that level, I'd be the shooter editor.
Right, that's good, man.
Yeah.
What gear do you use?
So at the moment, I'm shooting on a C400 and R1, a stills and motion crossover, and they both match really well. Previously, I've shot C300, I've shot a lot of Canon gear, but then also depending on what the agency's had. So I might be asked to turn up and shoot on Sony, RE, Reg as well. Depending on the look as well, what they wanted. So
I guess every camera creates different kind of look, right? So you kind of, whatever the client wants, that's what you got to sort of, if they got a good budget, then essentially, they can choose whatever camera they want, right?
Yeah, so especially with a bigger agency like Publicist Group, when creative comes to you and it's Saatchi & Saatchi or Leo Burnett that are within the group, they've got $80,000 to $100,000 a day shoot budget for the project. So, we worked out at one stage a Lexus or a Toyota TVC averages out at about $100,000 a day. From pre-production to dispatch.
Yeah.
It's about $100,000 a day job.
Oh, man.
For per shoot day.
Yeah.
And that whole project will run for a couple of months.
Yeah, right.
From pre-production to final dispatch on the MI. And something like I worked on, like the last one I worked on was the Toyota Camry rebrand with the Rockstar in a red suit.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember that.
That was shot by Sweet Shop as a production agency.
Yeah.
Saatchi & Saatchi were the creative on it. Prodigious, which is the in-house Publicist Group production agency, were involved in the middle there as well to interface between Saatchi & Saatchi and Sweet Shop.
Yeah.
So my role on that was as KV photographer. So I did the billboard pictures that matched then the KVs for the motion.
Yep.
Sorry. And then to work in with Sweet Shop as they finished the film off to finish with the colorists and the final dispatch and then the MI dispatch for media. There was approximately, it took us almost a week. It was 400 or 500 different dispatch versions that went out between ad, the CAD dispatch to ad stream to 9 now, 7, 10, Win, all the different versions you'll see of a Toyota Camry. Ad, vertical.
So would that be like per country or is it per network? Or?
It was per network and per asset, basically. So the MI list comes in as a spreadsheet, and it had almost 500 different versions that had to be exported.
So what $100,000 a day budget, you have to be able to, have that shit. That's a lot, you know what I mean?
So basically, from what Sweet Shop and and we finished. There were between the 30, the 15s, and the 6s. It was 8 different films.
Yeah.
And then that got transferred into 500 different assets for each platform that the paid media went to.
So how many people will be involved in that, you reckon?
So I think Sweet Shop had 40 or 50 crew plus actors, extras, that kind of, all of that. There's probably 20 or 30 of us in agency.
Yeah.
We're in the production side.
Yeah.
And probably another 20 within creative agency that would have looked at it as well, and plus the brand, whatever. So to make a Toyota Camry commercial, there's probably 100 plus people that are involved in it along the way.
It's such a huge brand as well, isn't it? Like, it's if you're dealing with smaller companies, their budget's obviously not as bad, not as huge. But being a Toyota, it's a huge brand that you're dealing with. So they want specific things, right?
Yeah, and so those sort of ads are so well storyboarded. It's been approved by creative. It's been approved by brand. It's been approved by creative legal, brand legal, digital agency legal. So by the time it gets to the shoot day and the client says, oh, what about this? Or the director has a different idea on the day.
Go back to the legal.
Well, the suits are looking at you down from the other side of the room or across the road on a car shoot going, no, do not change the boards. This has all been approved.
Yeah.
Do not change the concept.
And you've been on that for a while.
Yeah, before that I did V8 supercar work, and before that I worked with small agency Hockley that did Holden and HSV.
Yeah.
And it's always the same, especially in cars and automotive, there's so much that gets approved, and the legal barrier, even down to when you shoot a river crossing, most brands legally will say now, you can't submerge the center of the wheel hub. So that's the level. You've got to find a river at the right height. It's got to be approved.
That's the juicy stuff that we want to know, man.
The footage has to be approved as well. It's approved on the day, and then in post, the water can't come above the wheel hubs.
Mate, that's a lot of research for whoever's doing research of the locations and whatever else.
Yeah. And in some cases, we put timber boards in the creek to build it up a bit, to make it the right height, the look on camera, because the brand can't show something in the ad that they can't commit to legally under warranty and down the road. Because if a customer does it, they come back and say, it was in your ad that it could do this. They're held to that level. So
that's crazy, dude. I haven't actually dealt with any bigger companies like that, but I can see it.
The same goes in beauty and those kind of things. You can't make claims in the ad that they can't back up or they can't legally warranty.
And now we've got Michelle and Evan here. How you going, Evan?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, Marty?
How you going, Michelle?
Hi, Marty. Very well.
You been all right?
Yeah, good.
What have you been up to these days?
5 Mount Frodo light stands.
Just your little friend here.
It's actually Evan's little, what do they call it?
Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie from
Yeah,
Sesame
right.
Street. I've got a big one.
Sesame
I've got a
Street.
little one. That's Bert and
Oh, there we go.
And what are you with this hat on here?
No, that's fine. What have you been up to these days?
I've been taking photos at the Alfred Hospital. I've been. I'm about to go to the Ballarat Photo Festival next week.
Is that a
That's on.
I didn't know that. Tell me more about it.
I think I don't really know too much, but they've got a. Actually, there's someone who's speaking who did our course, who did the scientific photography course. Yeah, Jo Howe. She's the photographer at the zoo, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
About 70 kilos.
I'm trying to remember. If I remember.
She was in my year. You
Oh,
were
was
before me,
it?
weren't you?
Yeah. I think I was one of the last years that the course actually happened.
Yeah.
And then after 2 or 3 years afterwards, they cancelled the whole thing.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
It
right.
doesn't exist anymore.
Because digital on a digital.
No, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
So, say something to the people that are listening. What do you do? What?
Who is listening?
Huh?
Who is listening?
Everyone's listening. We've got listeners now in Germany, America, Well, what other countries are listening?
I saw this China.
There you go. Everyone's listening.
America is our next big.
Very popular.
Yeah, we are popular, man. That's what I mean. Like we are the people to listen to these days.
I did see you on the list. That's why I'm here. I saw you there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Africa.
No. I'm not joking. Same brand, same one, everything.
We're so proud of it.
What's the map?
Well, I hope this is going to work out because it's actually really loud in here today. So
All right. I
hope
don't
this
know
really
anything
gonna
about
work.
audio. I need to learn.
Well, I'm still learning as well. This guy's the audio guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Mish, what cameras do you use?
I'm using Sony.
What Sony do you use?
A7 IV and 3. Still 3, but my 3 is getting a bit banged up now.
Hey, 5
I
is
can't
coming
even
out
turn the
soon.
wheel anymore. I just wing everything. Oh my god.
You got a million shots on that yet or what?
Got a million what?
Shots? Your shutter count.
Oh. Wow, I have it.
Yeah, a lot.
I think I might turn over actually because it keeps going back to 2000. And I'm really confused between which camera is which now when I download things. It's really annoying.
So you A7 V is coming out soon.
Yeah, I
You know
can't
that?
wait. Yeah.
I reckon I'm going to jump on that as well.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying my Mark IV, and I think 5 is going to be even better. So,
Oh, please, I hope so.
yeah.
Better than the A3 anyway. It's fine.
A3 is getting a bit old now, so I think it's definitely
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, good. All right, well, let's move on to someone else.
What is it?
Hey, we've got another one on the podcast. What's your name, man?
Avinash.
Avi, nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to
Hey,
meet you too.
Yeah, so today we were at the Melbourne Video Freelancers Group. You come here pretty much every time as well. We've got to catch up. You're always here.
Yes, I am.
What do you do, man? Like, do you work for yourself or do you, tell me what you do.
Yeah, I work for myself. Yes, I do a couple things. One is risk and compliance and corporate advisory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
For video.
yeah, and storytelling. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and
Yeah.
and then do photography and videography, but general, any clients. Yeah.
Okay. So you've got set clients that you work with, and then you obviously try to pick up more. I'm assuming just like everybody else.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. Good.
That's it.
And how long have you been doing it for?
How long have I? What?
How long have you been doing it for?
Photography about 5 years, and video more last three years or so. Yeah.
In the scheme of things, you're quite new to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What cameras do you use?
I use Canon. I'm a Canon user. Yeah. Canon C70, Canon R5C.
Oh, beautiful. Good gear then.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And then of course R7 and DJI and whatever
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got what DJI gear do you have?
I've got the Osmo Pocket 3.
Oh, okay. They're actually really good, I heard.
Yeah.
I haven't actually used one. I've used the 2 when I went to Antarctica, but not the 3 just yet. So, mate, maybe I should invest. Wow. Yeah, it looks very similar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Are you flicking yet?
Yeah.
And Bob's your uncle. Yeah, that's great. What's the length on this?
20 millimeters.
It's a 20 mil.
Yeah, and,
Oh, right.
and then it's got a digital zoom of 40.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, you probably gotta. Oh, you can actually move it, and then it will just stay on that. Wow. They're pretty cool, man. I do like them. They're so easy to use. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah. What kind of shit do you use them for?
Vlogging.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, you got ND filters in there as well?
yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. They've
It's got,
actually.
it's got one on underneath. No, it's called. Yeah. Yeah, I've got the other way around. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. You do it.
A little bit.
Yeah, right. Okay. That's great, dude. I put it in the bag, mate. You don't know who's around here, mate. So, what kind of work do you do at the moment? Like, do you do a lot of corporate work, or what do you?
I'm doing some work for a couple of footy clubs at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Footy is big in Melbourne, right? So
Yeah.
that's great. Yeah.
Photography and some video work for the club.
Yeah.
The thing I'm doing is the arrangement with these clubs is that I do work for them,
Yeah.
and then I become a sponsor for the club.
Okay.
And that way I get the marketing and publicity for my business within the parent group, and through that I've got some work
Yeah.
myself,
Okay.
you know. So it's been handy. It's an investment. It's a different model.
Yeah.
It's like a barter system.
Yeah. So do you still charge and dough?
Not for the clubs that I'm doing, but I get clients from the club.
Okay. So did you find that you actually got extra clients from that? You did?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, I was always telling my wife, I said, sometimes you got to do a bit of work for free to be able to get the bigger fish.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's not free though, you know. So
Yeah.
I could just give the club some money and become a sponsor.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So it'd be anything from $500,500.
Yeah, right.
That is just my money going, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know.
So do they give you like a banner, or do they
Yeah.
include
So
your
it's
name
on
on
it's on the newsletter. It's
Yeah.
on the advertising.
Yeah, right, okay.
All that. So,
Yep.
so there's always a whole lot of exposure,
Yep.
and then I take pictures of the games themselves, photography.
Yep.
So, and I post them on the club's Facebook,
Okay.
Instagram,
Yeah.
and parents and all that. So they see my work, and then from time to time, someone will say, "Hey, can you come to do a shoot of this or do a shoot of that?" So,
Yeah,
you know.
Okay.
So that way,
It's obviously working for you, right? So, mate, that's great, you know?
yeah, and I've started like YouTube as well.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
What's your YouTube channel?
it's a Gulwadi Media.
Say it again.
Gulwadi Media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Send
I'll
it
give
to
you the
me,
detail, yeah.
and then I'll post it in the notes because it'll probably be hard to hear now. But
Yeah.
do you find that YouTube has got potential for you?
I think so. YouTube more as a marketing channel
Yeah. Okay.
of the work that
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
doing. You know.
Yeah. On my YouTube channel, I just broke 500 subscribers, which is not a lot, but you know what? I don't actually use it for that. I use it for showing clients what I can do.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
So definitely more of a advertising / showing your work off. In the past, I used Vimeo a lot,
Yeah.
but you got to pay for that now, and they're not really doing anything for you for that payment. You know what I mean? They just give you space. Where like a lot of companies like Google's and whatever else, they give you space for free these days. You know what I mean? So to me, Vimeo charges people for space where all the other platforms are giving it for free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you enjoy about this work? Do you enjoy talking to different people, different times? Like, it's time friendly for you from family?
I think there's two aspects to it.
Yeah.
One is the creation bit, that I'm creating something
Yep.
that is of value to somebody, but also I can see the things that I'm creating, and that brings joy to people.
Yeah.
The way I look at it is I'm creating memories that will last forever.
True. Yeah.
And the second part is it is something I can control. You know,
Yeah.
working for myself has given me a lot of creative freedom in what I can do.
Yeah. And do you find that you got enough work to pay the bills?
That it's not very consistent.
Yeah.
Some months are better than the others,
Yeah.
but considering the amount of time I have here, and that's why I'm growing my network,
Yeah.
growing my portfolio,
Yeah.
finding different ways of doing things, and at some point, hopefully, I believe that if I put in the work now, it will pay for me in the future. You know.
And you know what? I found the same thing, you know, like I've been doing this for a long time now as well. And I haven't really been doing it full time, but last 6 months to a year, I've actually been really focusing and pushing it, and I find that keeping that network of people, it's great, you know what I mean? Because then, you know, there are certain things that you need help with, and you can just go to that network, you know what I mean? You can ask for help, and you know, like one of the guys contacted me now from Sydney, and he goes, "Can you do this corporate shoot for me?" You know what I mean? And I said, "Of course I can," you know. And then he goes, "How much do you charge?" And I said, "Look, you know, I'm happy to adjust my rate to make sure that it makes you happy, makes the client happy, and essentially it will create more work out of it." You know what I mean? And then he goes to me, "I appreciate it. This is the rate that we're willing to pay," and it was more than enough. You know what I mean? So I was like, "Mate, I'm wrapped." You know what I mean? That's right.
And that's what I do as well. A lot of the times, for example, with pictures, right? I do a wedding or an event. I said for my rate, I will give you up to say 20, 30 pictures or 50 pictures. But I end up giving them like 7,500 pictures. Because I'm not going to do anything with it. And it's just when you go to an event, there's many things happening, they'll get value out of it, and so be it, It's better off with them and them being happy than sitting on my hard drive and I'm not doing anything about it.
And you know what, like most of my work comes from, over delivering, you know what I mean? Over, helping the customers, and they keep on coming back to me, you know what I mean?
I've been in corporate, and only in the last 2 years, I got made redundant a couple of years ago. And I was forced to do something, and now this is my chance to either do something to see if this is going to work for me.
Yeah.
Which
is great. Mate, well done, mate. Keep doing what you're doing, because obviously, you get enough money and you're paying the bills, man. So that's the main thing. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
We run a podcast called Seeking Focus.
Yes.
And we talk about, obviously, different things. So what's your name?
Dave.
Dave?
Yes.
What, do you run your own, are you a freelancer?
No, I run a production company.
A production company?
Yeah.
What's the name?
It's called Angry Chair.
Angry Chair?
Angry Chair.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a table,
Dave,
a chair.
Yeah. Do you sit on that chair sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes.
That's awesome, mate. So I'm from 1x1 Media. So I run it as well, but I just try to do very small things. So do you deal with bigger clients?
Some of our clients are bigger, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. What do you normally do?
We make all kinds of videos. Yeah. Usually, commercial content that goes online, websites, social media, email, mailing lists, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And so, where are you based?
In South Yarra.
South Yarra. Okay, so not far from here.
Pretty close.
Beautiful. And how long have you been doing that for?
The company's been around for 13 years, but I worked in TV before that.
Yeah, right, okay. So you got a lot of experience then.
Oh, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Great, man. It's awesome. We're doing this podcast more for fun than anything else, you know what I mean? Because Evan and I, so Mr. Pixel Life over there,
yes,
he's a Canon shooter, and I'm a Sony shooter.
Nice.
What do you shoot with?
Well, we use mostly Sony, but we have been shooting Blackmagic for a while as well.
Oh yeah, no.
But we're up for anything.
Yeah. Oh, he loves his Blackmagic, so most of his work is done on Blackmagics, but I think he's losing vision at the moment, so he needs autofocus these days. So that's why I picked autofocus, because I got glasses, and my Sonys are really good for
autofocus. I love Sonys. It's a good system. Yeah.
What kind of Sonys do you have?
FX3s, FX30s. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I shoot on the A7S3 and FX6 at the moment. That's my primary, and I've got A7 IV photography as well. But
yeah,
that's great. What I don't know. What can you tell me about you, man? Or what about the company? So what's it called again?
Angry Chair.
Angry Chair.
Yeah.
I like that name.
Yeah, thank you. That's generous. Yeah.
It sort of gets you angry, but then you calm down, be sitting on the chair.
You sit in the chair and calm down. That's it. You sit quietly and think about the world, and you become less angry.
Give me more information about what projects do you deal with?
What kind of projects? We do all sorts of stuff. So our kind of tagline is refreshingly authentic video. So we want to do stuff that's cool and fresh and using fresh trends, but usually it's interview driven. It needs to help. We think video is a cool way of showing what something's like to someone who hasn't experienced it before. So we want to show a real window into what's going on. We want it to be authentic, and often people telling their own stories or speaking authentically is a good way of doing that.
I totally agree, man. I reckon I love doing that, because you get people really scared in front of a camera, but then when you sort of work with them, you'll calm them down, and the really genuine thing comes out. You know what I mean? And I think that's great. I don't know what else we can talk about, man. Like,
What's your favourite lens?
That's a good question because I've got my 85 1.4.
Yep.
Love it for interviews. But recently I've been using the G Master 70-200s.
Oh yeah, nice. I can.
So that's really
The 2 or the 1?
I've got the first one.
Yeah.
Still does the job. I don't know. The 2 is better focus, isn't it?
I think it's better everything, right?
Oh, is
it's
it?
the 2. It's supposed to be better everything. Yeah.
Which one do you have?
Well, we don't have it yet. We've been using the Canon one, but we're about to get the 2. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because everyone says what you say. It's an amazing lens.
Yeah. Oh, mate, brilliant. You know, like most of the interviews I shoot now, it's mainly on that lens. And, you know, like on the FX6, it looks fucking mad, yeah, I'll tell you. It looks chunky. People, as soon as like a client walks into the room,
like,
they
wow,
look at it and they go, wow, look at that rig, you know what I mean?
Cool.
So I've got the Atomos 7-inch, the Shinobi 7-inch.
Yep.
On that, so it's even looking better, you know. So it's great. I love it, you know. And most of my work as well now done like on drones, yeah, because I'm fully drone certified. So I do a lot of work on Mavic 4 and Inspire 3.
Yep.
Great, love it as well. You know what I mean, do you own drones?
Yeah, we've got. I'd have to double check which one it is. What the new one? Maybe the new Air. What is that? The 4?
Yeah, the little one. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it the Air? I'd have to double check. Which one it is. Yeah.
Right.
We've had drones for a while. Yeah. Different drones, but yeah,
So
not the Inspire, the Mavics. Yeah.
How many people do you have in your crew?
There's 13.
13. Shit, man. Okay.
Yeah, it's 13. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. And they've been working for you for a while?
Well, each one of them has worked for me for a different amount of time, I suppose. But yeah, the longest serving, I've got a producer who's been with me for 11 years. Yeah. And then our head of post is maybe 8 or 9 years, and head of the main camera guy has been with me for maybe 7 years, 8 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, man.
Yeah, it's
I'm
great.
still running a solid show, man. So I'm kind of like envious of the whole team in a sense, yet kind of petrifying and scary because, you know, once you start employing people, I don't know, tell me about the situation when you sort of got to that page where you had to employ someone and you kind of go, shit, how do I afford this person and pay him a wage? You know?
Yeah, it's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
All of the emotions that you think are real. Yeah, it's scary, but you got to kind of bite the bullet. And I had some really good help, some good advisors and business coaches and stuff like that who helped me along the way. But you got to, I like taking some risks, I suppose, and the challenge of growing a business has been good fun. And it's only little so far, but we're ticking along.
Yeah, that's brilliant, man. Because I think I got enough work now for myself. Yet, if I put extra person on, I think I'll just have enough. But is that scary? Is that sort of crossing that line over to be able to say, fuck, do I really need to go ahead and sort of, and have that extra headache, Because, the worst part of the business, as far as I'm concerned, is having that extra people and relying, and dealing with emotions, dealing with, other people's families and other things. Because, at the end of the day, your family is the most important thing to you, right? So it's not the job, it's not everything else. It's actually, if the family member is sick, they'll have to take a sickie, right? So how do you deal with that?
Well, it's you're right. There's some challenges with people, but it's also the best bit, right? Because you hire these incredibly clever people who do unbelievably good work, and I think early on you realise that it's having people who are so brilliant and think cleverly and are better at the different parts of the production process than you are, or that I am. It's pretty cool. That bit's good.
Nice.
Yeah, you have to deal with some, bits and pieces here and there along the way, but the benefit outweighs the challenge.
100%, and I think you're committed as well, though, right? At the end of the day, you've got extra people that are depending on you, essentially, right? So you kind of go, boom, you know what I mean? Whereabouts in South Yarra are you?
It's River Street, so it's near the Olsen or near the Como, the top of Chapel Street.
Right, okay, I know where that is. Yeah, that's brilliant, man.
Yeah.
Mate, I'll talk to you about that later, but that's great, man. How do you find the Melbourne Video Freelancers Group?
Well, someone told me I had to meet with Con, someone in PR that I've known for a long time.
Yeah.
And so I said, all right, great. So I connected with Con and he linked me out the group, and that's how we do it.
It's a great group, man. Yeah. You're part of the WhatsApp group as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
So, mate, anything that sort of happens, we need extra info or extra help with the jumps. The guys are just jumping on and helping us out. Yeah, it's fantastic. You know, I can't remember. There was last thing that we had to do, and I jumped in and they said, "Yep, contact this person. You know." And there's a couple of really clever people here too, man. So I love it. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah. I know. It's been really good. Yeah, we've had some people from the group help us with some of our bigger projects where we need extra. Help, extra hands and that kind of stuff as well. So
yeah,
it's very.
I think every city around the world, because we've got listeners, you know, in Germany, in America, and a lot of other places. I reckon get onto Facebook or whatever else, get in contact with local people because they'll help you out. Isn't that right, Michelle?
Yes.
That's right. Cool. Hey, we got Ben, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your company called?
Plunkett Media.
What is it?
Plunkett Media.
Plumcat Media.
Plunkett.
Wow.
Plunkett.
Okay, I'll find that.
Like the truck company.
Like a trunk. And we've got Nathan as well from
Your Story Studios.
That's the one. Yeah. So you lived in Horsham, Ben.
Yeah, so a few years back, I grew up in Horsham.
Yeah.
But I always sort of felt that I was a city boy born in the country.
Yeah, right.
So grew up there, and then started my business there. I was 16 when I started out. My English teacher in year 9 he had all sorts of different businesses. He was a very interesting bloke. But one of his businesses in his past was a video production company. So he saw my interest in photography at that point as a possibility of doing some free promotional work for the school.
Yeah.
And when you're that age and you don't particularly love homework, you take up those sorts of ideas and get some time off school.
It's funny you should say. I don't know. You spoke to a lot of people about that sort of stuff. But a lot of it starts from a young age, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people actually start off from that sort of 14, 15 years, chasing skateboards or doing whatever they do, But you started in Horsham, so Horsham is like a very small town in the middle of Victoria, essentially, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's halfway between Melbourne and Adelaide.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's right, like totally west of Melbourne. Yeah, right. And so, what did you actually manage to? How did you actually start off with? At the age of 14, 15.
Yeah.
What did you actually shoot then?
Yeah, so I started out in weddings.
Yeah.
So I remember doing a post on the buy, swap, sell Horsham. I'll shoot your wedding video for free. And I think, say 3 weddings or something. And people would put in submit to do it. So that and it didn't take long for people to send me messages and want to do it. And it just sort of went from there. I got known a bit in terms of the wedding space in Horsham. It just then moved into I always worked a side job at Dick Smith when that was a thing. And Camera House, and so I was always in that world of technology and cameras, and so it wasn't like I was doing a desk job that I absolutely hated and then I'd go and have fun doing video. I sort of kept it in that same world.
Yeah.
So that was good. But yeah.
How old were you when you did your first wedding then?
Yeah, I was 15, 16.
No way.
Yeah.
You know what? To be honest with you, I reckon that takes balls to do it, man. You know what? Because you're shooting someone's day that they will remember for the rest of their life, essentially, right?
Yeah.
You can't stuff that up, man. At the age of 15, man, seriously, you got no idea what the hell's going on, right?
Yeah.
So, that's brilliant.
Yeah, and I always ran 3 camera setups myself. So I'd have a camera at the back that I'd generally man. And then I'd have, 2 cameras on the side, hopefully.
Running.
In focus.
Recording,
Running.
in focus, framed correctly if they hadn't moved and, So I'd often be running around the ceremony, sort of making sure it was all going. Yeah. It's all good fun. No, not at all. No, I was very, us filmmakers, we're all ninjas,
So back then, what cameras did you use?
Oh, wow. back then would have been like Canon 5D Mark II.
Oh, wow.
I had like a Sony NX cam that I used. I had something else as well at some point. What did I have? Anyway, but yeah,
Mate,
a bit of a
back
mix
then,
of everything.
This was, what, 15 odd years ago now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So back then, Mark III, so 5D Mark II
Yeah.
was actually a big thing. That was almost the part where the DSLR came to the video component, right?
Exactly.
So that's brilliant, because I remember that, and
Yeah.
I reckon that was a great camera for video work and stuff. So
It was revolutionary, I
it
suppose.
was,
Yeah.
So what do you do at the moment? Like, what kind of shoots do you do?
Yeah, so I do a bit in like the non-profit space, or I'm just very storytelling focused. So even in terms of like just general events and things, like there's always a story of the day, So and I've always been like that. So yeah, but sort of anything that's mostly long form type stuff,
Okay.
mini docs, or
Okay, so mainly documentaries and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Is he learning a lot from you, or are you learning from him, mate?
we all learn from each other.
And you know what?
That's the whole
Exactly
point of
right.
this group.
No, that is exactly right. I was just talking to David. His company was called Angry Chair
Yeah.
Productions or whatever it is, and I was like, that's a brilliant name, and he's got 13 guys working for him and everything else. So, and I was like, such a huge difference, from single person like myself running the whole show to Dave running 13 people, and then I was talking to Lucas as well before, and he works on this big projects for Toyota, and such a variety of different things, and it's just brilliant. You know what I mean? So, mate, that's
And
great.
everyone needs video.
Exactly right. How you going anyway? Everything going well?
Yeah, going well. There's plenty of work to go around, all of us.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah. Are you still doing a lot of is it hospital work that you did, or sort of?
Yeah, I've been doing some stuff for Peninsula Health.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's been
So
good.
that's southeast of Melbourne.
Yeah,
Oh,
Frankston,
south. Yeah.
Wellington Peninsula.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And some council work as well for my local council, and agency work as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, I think with the agency work is when you have good job for the first one, they keep on getting you for the rest. So it's great. It works well. So mate, that's great.
Because they come to me, they say, "Are you available this date?" And then I can say yes, no, or tell me more.
Yeah. And you know what? The shoots you can move them around. Yeah. So like last week I had to do agency work as well, and I go, I'm not available. I'm in Perth, and they go, all right, we'll move it to another week. So it's not like a wedding where you have to be there at that specific time. You know what I
We'll
mean?
move on to the next person.
Yeah. So no, mate, great. All right, let's move on to the next guy. It's nice to meet you, mate.
Likewise.
We've got Con here now, and he's eating very, very hard. What are you eating, Con?
I am eating brisket.
Brisket.
Slow cooked meat at finest.
So
The local tap house is slow cooked meat.
Nice.
Finest slow cooked
I'm
meat.
just doing a podcast, man, because I feel like,
I thought you were just shoving some furry thing in front of my face. I didn't realise.
it
what
is a
that
bit
was.
very, isn't it?
There's a red light on it too.
It's not flashing. When it's flashing, it's forced.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, how you
Red
been?
light. I'm good, man. I'm
Yeah.
good. Nice to see you, mate.
Yeah, likewise, man.
These catch-ups are great, mate.
Oh, fantastic.
Talk cameras.
Yeah.
Our partners at home get sick of us talking about cameras and
Yeah.
gear and shoots, and
Oh, mate.
we can let loose and just talk about whatever.
That's exactly right. And that's what it's about, isn't it? Like, how many members do we have now?
90.
90?
Maybe 91, I
No.
think. Yeah. I had a message this morning from someone else wants to join, so 91.
Actually, come to the...
Yeah.
I've got someone else as well, Austin.
Yeah,
He's,
okay.
from US,
Send him
and he
through.
wants to join, man, as well.
You know what I do? Like,
Yeah.
people want to join, which is great.
Yeah.
And I don't just add them to the group. I like to,
Yeah.
welcome them to the group.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, so I, find out, their website, what
Yeah.
they do, where they live in Melbourne.
Yeah.
I like to, basically welcome them to the group, so they're not just an add to the group.
Yeah.
People feel like they know a little bit about them before they come in. We're not trying to be, a huge 100,000 Facebook group where no one knows each other. I like how it's small enough that we all kind of feel like we know each other.
And the catch-ups are a big thing, I think,
This is our 7th catch-up. Which
And I remember you messaged me first, and said, hey, we were thinking of starting this group, it was a couple of years ago now. And I was like, fuck yeah, man, I'm down for it, you know what I mean? So
2.5 years ago now.
Yeah, it's been a while, eh?
And we get about 20, 25 every time.
Yeah.
Which,
and you found me through my podcast as well, so that was great.
I did, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. I'm a big fan.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, look, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm hoping it's going to turn out well. So Evan gave me this Transcam thing with this fairy thing, and then see how it goes. So.
I think the next meetup we're going to do a video.
Yeah.
So we'll get the audio podcast now, which is great. I think the next meetup we're going to be doing it at the Jasper Studios.
Oh yeah, that's right. You mentioned
the Jasper company, and we're going to have like a bit of a show and tell, and get hands on with equipment, and this is great. We've been at the local tap house for 7 times.
I know.
Great.
Yeah.
Selfishly, I come here for the beers, but I stay for the chat. The food's good too, but the next one's going to be in the studio, so we might be able to bring in gear, have a bit of a show and tell. Hands-on with the equipment and
Where is Jasper Studio?
The Jasper company is out in Burwood, I think. So near Video Craft.
Oh,
So
yes.
So
a
bit different somewhere else.
It's funny because a lot of members, a lot of people from here, they're all over the place. Like I'm from Essendon area, which is up north. You're from
southeast,
And then you got Nathan, and I've spoken to a few other guys, and all over the place. We have
Cook and
even like from Bendigo, right? So
there's a few, So I mean, St Kilda, where we are now at the moment, is quite central, I guess, to everywhere.
That's
kind of where we picked it. Who knows where it's going to be after the next one, but we'll see. It's evolving and growing, and it's good.
I reckon what you did, man, it was brilliant, and I thank you for it, man, because I reckon it's one of those things where if you meet someone face to face, you speak to them, it's always, I'm highly encouraging whoever's listening, because we've got listeners now everywhere, like States and, Africa and Europe and Germany and whatever else.
I mean, you can see someone's website, you can see their show reel, you can see their work, but it's until you meet them face to face, have 100%. A coffee, have a beer,
and you know what, help each other out. You know what I mean? That's what it's about.
We're all doing the same thing.
100%.
I remember my wife initially was always saying, this is your competition. What are you doing? I'm going, no, it's a community. We want to build, strength in numbers. We're all doing the same thing. We're all there's enough work out there for everyone.
Totally agree.
It's about making those connections and building those bonds where we can build out the work and share the work and collaborate 100%. On other projects together. What better way to do it than this?
You know what? I think I totally agree with you. And whoever doesn't believe it, they got to try it, and they will find out more work will come their way. More connections will come their way.
Don't be afraid of doing it.
If there's some guys that need help on the shoot, I'm sure there'll be a few guys here that'll be able to do it for free. Just to help them out. You know what I mean? So, and then what goes around comes around, as far as I'm concerned. Man. So, hey, finish your brisket, right?
I know.
I'll talk to you around.
Go.
Thanks, man. What are you eating? We got Andrew now. Andrew, how long have you been doing this for, man? How long have you been doing video for?
I've been doing video since 2004. 2004, yeah.
So it's been a while, mate.
Yeah, mini DVs were my stock in trade.
Really soon. So the podcasting thing component is just sharing information, you know what I mean? So Nathan from Your Story Studios, we did 3 episodes with him.
Yeah.
So we did my story, then we did a gear, and I talked about my FPV drones work, you know what I mean? So so it's great fun, and you know what, sharing information is a big thing, you know what I mean? So, but what do you normally do now? Like, do you run your own company or?
Yeah, well, I have a small. I do a little bit of corporate video work. I've made 15 short films.
Oh wow!
And I'm working on a feature-length documentary now that I'm shooting myself. I wouldn't say I'm the world's most capable shooter, so I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
This is going to be horrible to say, but I'm just about to shoot in log for the first time, so I'm scared. But I know I need to up my game a little bit, so I've given myself that challenge.
Yeah. And I think in our kind of work, I think challenge is a big thing, you know what I mean? Because I haven't actually been shooting log for a long time as well, and I've only been shooting a log for about probably about a year now, you know what I mean? But it's a constant learning curve to be able to get that right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
well, I made a short film couple of years ago, and Sam O'Reilly, you know Sam from this group.
Yes.
He very kindly shot it for me, and he did a great job, and he gave me the confidence to think, well, I'll give it a crack.
So you do a lot of storytelling, as in story
Yeah.
writing, or you?
Story writing,
Yeah.
storytelling. So I'm writing the narration for the documentary at the moment.
Okay. What can we ask what it is? Or like,
Yeah.
because,
So I produced a theatre show back in London when I lived in London. Started as a very small 40-seat fringe production, and then I started producing it and took it to the West End. So it ended up being quite a big show at the West End, and it's just the documentary is the story of that show's life.
Yeah, right.
And it was called The Vegemite Tale. So it's about a group of Australians living in a flat in London. It was very fast, very funny, easy, digestible. Most of our audience had never been to the theatre, so it was a really... I think it was good for a lot of people travelling through London as backpackers. They really love seeing themselves on stage. Anyway, I could talk at length about it.
Mate, there's a lot of backpackers, Aussie backpackers in London and vice versa, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure you're related to someone from that perspective. So
That's right.
That's great. So what camera are you using at the moment? What do you shoot with?
I shoot on a Sony A7S III.
Yeah.
That's I don't know, that's sort of at the bottom of your kit bag as well, isn't it?
It is. But you know what? Evan shoots on Canon, so that's even lower. That's what I'm saying,
Well, I did have it. I was on a 5D Mark II.
Yeah.
I was waiting for them to bring out their mirrorless, and I really needed it, so I switched to Sony because Canon just didn't have. They hadn't brought out their mirrorless yet. It was just at that time that I needed it. Otherwise, I'd still be happily on Canon. Yeah. But the Sony's working for me. I like it's pretty foolproof, which is what I need.
Yep. I totally agree, man. And you know what? I was exactly in the same boat because I used to be a Canon shooter as well. And as soon as Canon couldn't keep up with the autofocus, with extra log, extra sort of dynamic range and all that sort of stuff, I had to switch to Sony as well. And I'll never look back. You know what I mean? So I think Canon is coming to the party now. And the gear that Evan's got, for instance, is fantastic. I'm not going to tell him that. But it's fantastic, yeah. But the Sony sort of has been in that space for a lot longer, I think. And look, I love it. Mate. I tried. So, mate, loud here. I hope it's going to turn out. I hope this.
It's quite loud, but that's okay. I'll get the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So I was listening to you talk about your drone that you were the one that you can fly through shelving and through. That's amazing. So you're seeing what your drone sees.
Yeah. So it's called FPV. So first person view drone. So essentially, what it is, it's a drone that you see what the drone sees, and you're fully immersed in it. You know what I mean? So, and the good thing about it is it's got protector guards, so it's easy. You can fly around people. You know what I mean? And it gives you that extra different perspective of of almost flying a bird. You know what I mean? So,
how do your clients react to that type of? If it's inside a factory, how do they respond when they see that coming out?
You know what? I do a lot of how can I say, manufacturing work.
Yeah.
So I fly that drone in a big warehouse where there's a lot of happening, and to be honest with you, they can't even hit the drone. You know what I mean? Because everything else is happening. You know what I mean? So when I turn the lights on the drone or whatever else, that's when they can see it. But most of the time they can't even, they can't see it and whatever else. And a lot of people are sort of, are walking through it beforehand. You know what I mean? So I will say to them, this is the drone that I'm going to be flying around. Don't be scared. Don't look at it. Do whatever you do. I'll go around you. You know what I mean? So, mate, if you need anything like that for your video, mate, for your
I
film,
know who to call. Yeah,
give me a buzz, man. I'm happy to help you out. You know what I mean?
Fantastic.
But that's the thing, the group is all about helping each other. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, and I think you're doing well.
I'm also trying to make a documentary about the wild goats of Sunshine. Have you heard of the wild goats of Sunshine? And this is where the drone might be. I mean, I've tried a couple of times to get in close. So, urban legend says that there were two goats that escaped from the abattoir Cedar Meats at the end of the creek in Sunshine. And they took off and they started breeding, and then they bred. There was about 120 goats living in the wild up and down the creek. near where we live in Sunshine.
Yeah, so Sunshine, people don't know. Sunshine is west of Melbourne.
West of Melbourne, quite an industrial section, and there's a creek called Cororoit Creek that runs through the middle, and these goats have made their home along the creek. The problem is they're eating everything, and there's a lot of indigenous wildlife, wild plantings and indigenous areas that have been restored, completely restored, native grasslands, and the goats unfortunately just eating their way through all of them. So I thought before they get caught, I'd like to make a documentary about them. But the problem is whenever I try to get close with a drone, they're really wily and they're really scared of anything, and so they just take off.
Well, look, I've got a solution for you. That's definitely it's either the FPV drones, or we'll try to chase them with it a little bit, or I've got my MVF as well, and that's got a 160 mil zoom lens on it. You know what I mean? So, and that shoots in log zoo. So hey, we can definitely work something out, man. So I'm based in Essendon. And you're in Sunshine, so we're only about 15-minute drive relatively from each other. So
excellent.
Evan's got your gear, your details, so mate, just let him know, and I'm happy to come down. But that's great. And what's the future holding for you at the moment? Is there anything that's interesting?
The documentary, that will take all of my time for some time, because it's got quite a lot of interviews to do here in London, in Norway, and in America.
Yeah, right.
For people that have been involved. So that's really what's taking my time at the moment.
So you're travelling to the country?
I wish I could. No, I'll be getting help from people that are based locally.
Oh, okay. So can I ask, what's the budget for this thing that you're doing?
That's a good question. I don't have any funding.
Yeah.
So it's really whatever I can scrape together, and it's just me. I'll be doing most of it, editing and shooting. So I'll just do what I can with finding people that might be up for helping in those.
I've got ideas as well, and I think, to do it by yourself is a big challenge, you know what I mean?
It is. I think, everyone always talks about it's great to, the more you can collaborate on a film and in filmmaking in general, the stronger the end product is, because so I do need to know, I do need to let go and involve other people, as hard as that is for me. But it is great to collaborate.
Yeah, and you know what? I think this group is great because a lot of guys will be able to help you out for free, essentially. You know what I mean? So, I'm doing a lot of corporate work, and a lot of my clients obviously need me. But if you get me on a day that I'm free, hey, I'm happy to come down for a drive. You know what I mean?
Excellent. Yeah, it's a great group. This is the first time I've been to one of these meetups.
Oh yeah.
It's really enjoyable.
Nice, mate. It's been a pleasure, man.
Likewise, thanks for coming for a chat.
Listen to the podcast a bit more, man. That'll be great.
I will.
Thanks. All right, episode's done. Far out. It was good fun. What do you think, Evan?
Interesting night. Lots of loud people, and I was probably the loudest of them all, I think. But that's when you put alcohol into me. It was a good night. Good night. How did you find it?
Yeah, it was good, man. I think it was very loud as well, so I'm hoping half of this recording is actually going to work. But overall, I think it was a great catch up with everyone, and I think it's definitely worthwhile meeting like-minded people. You know what I mean? And that's the main thing of this whole Melbourne Video Freelancers group. Where everyone meets, everyone talks, and shares ideas, and hopefully helps each other out.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I think one of the funniest things that happened tonight was I was talking to a guy for about 3 hours, and at the end, I said, okay, I've got to get going. He goes, no worries. And he goes, oh, what's your name? I said, I'm Evan. He's like, what? We had been chatting as well, offline, between each other for like days, and he actually didn't recognize me or anything. And then he goes, you look nothing like your photo. I'm like, I look exactly like my photo. He's like, no, you don't. So it was crazy, but a really good night.
Yep, definitely, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well, and see you next time.
Ciao.